I am Moses, a Jewish boy who was born into the tribe of Levi. I was led by Yahweh to lead the Israelites out of their slavery in Egypt to a new homeland referred to as the Promised Land. During the time I was born, the number of Israelites in Egypt had grown immensely, and the Pharaoh was concerned that we would come to overpower the Egyptians. Since the men tended to be stronger than the women, he ordered all male infants to be drowned in the Nile River in order to avoid an uprising. My mother, not wanting me to be killed, placed me in a basket and set me out onto the river. The Pharaoh's daughter eventually heard me crying in the basket, so she had her maid draw me out of the water. She hired an Israelite woman, who ended up being my own mother, to nurse me, but the Pharaoh's daughter raised him as her own son. When I was older, I realized how terribly my fellow Israelites were being treated by the Egyptians. So one day when I saw an Egyptian slaver beating one of the Israelites, I killed the Egyptian and hid his body in the sand. To avoid repercussions from the Pharaoh, I fled Egypt and went to Midian, a land east of Egypt on the northeastern banks of the Red Sea. During my time in Midian, I encountered Yahweh in the form of a burning bush on Mount Horeb. Yahweh told me that he would lead the Israelites out of slavery. Upon my return to Egypt, I went to Pharaoh to tell him to let the Israelites go, as Yahweh had commanded. However, Yahweh would harden Pharaoh's heart, so he could not release them, seemingly as a way to demonstrate Yahweh's power. Because of this, there were 10 plagues sent to Egypt sequentially in an effort to convince the Pharaoh to release the Israelites. Click on PT2 for more of my story.